Hey guys, welcome back. So in this Blender tutorial, we are going to make this shader in Blender. So this is called the Iridescent shader. So the final result is going to be something like this. And if you follow this tutorial, you can tag me on Instagram to get a shout out. So yeah, let's start. So I have a basic model right here. So this is the file that I'll use to make a shader. You can use whichever model you like. So first we are going to expand this timeline and we are going to change it to the shader editor. We are going to add a new material and we are going to change the material name to something like shader. So this is going to be our iridescent shader. We don't have any lighting in the scene. So we are going to set up our lighting, and in this tutorial I'm going to use the default HDRIs that come with Blender. So you can pick a default HDRI right there. So we are going to apply the same HDRI in the rendered view. So go to the world settings and change it to an environment texture. After that, you can open up this environment texture. And this environment texture will be located where you have installed Blender. So under the Blender install folder, under the data files, and in the Studio Lights folder, under the world, as you can see, you have these default HDRIs. So you can open that image. Under the render settings, you can do one more thing. You can make the background completely transparent. So now we have a transparent background and we have a good starting point. So for some additional realism, we are going to turn on ambient occlusion and screen space reflections. By default, we get a principled shader. So we are going to turn on the metallic and we are going to turn on the specular. So metallic 1 and the specular should also be 1. I'm going to change the roughness to a value of 0.1. So we have got a metallic reflective skull right here. Now we are going to add a color ramp, and this color ramp will be used to drive the base color of the principle. So you can connect that there. And we are going to add a layer weight. The layer weight is a special type of node that will give you the Fresnel and the facing data. So the layer weight is connected into the color ramp, and the color ramp finally is connected into the principled shader. So now it's time to add all the colors of a shader. Just for adding the colors, I'm going to change the color ramp to constant. And if you move the sliders, you can control the blending and the fall off of these colors. So you can change the white to any color that you like. I'm going to change it to a blue. And I'm going to do a similar thing with the black color. So you can choose whichever color you like. I'm going to choose a pink color here. So as you can see, we get something like this. I'm going to add one more pink slider right here. And you can change the color to a green color. And it's not necessary that you use the same colors that I have used in this tutorial. Like, you can completely use your own colors. And after you have assigned your colors, you can change the color ramp mode to B-spline, and that will give you a quite realistic look. So now I'm just adding more colors here. So after the colors are done, you can change the blend factor in the layer weight, and by changing this blend factor you can really get some cool looking results. So now the one thing that I'm not happy about is the reflectivity. So our skull is quite reflective, and you could go ahead and increase the roughness in the principal shader, but that will not give you a quite realistic look. So I'm going to show you a very cheap way of how you can add some surface detail. So to add some surface detail, you will need three things: the noise texture, the color ramp, and a bump node. So you can connect the bump node into the normal of this principal, connect the color into the height, because we are going to use the noise texture as a height map. And as you can see, we have some crazy displacement going on in the scene, and we don't need this. So we need to preview this noise texture. So the way you do that is, you go in your add-ons and you search for the Node Wrangler add-on, and you just enable that. And after that, you can Control Shift and click on this color ramp to preview this. So you can Control Shift click on any node to preview that node. So as you can see, the noise texture is basically just a black and white grayscale texture. So you can reduce the scale to 1, and you can increase the detail and the roughness. And after that, you can use this color ramp to isolate our noise texture. So to isolate the areas in our noise texture. Again, this completely comes down to your personal preference. Now Control Shift click on the principal shader. The bump is too high, so I need a subtle bump here. So value of 0.05 looks pretty good for me. So that's it guys, this is how easy it is to make something like this in Blender. So I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please leave a like, it really helps a lot, and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.